Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be covering the Tier 9 Commonwealth Premium Cruiser, the Hector, because in Fresh Look, of course, a series where I cover older premium ships. Well, Hector's only around a year old now, but it did get buffed, guys. So I want to be covering it. I want to cover it. Now, you're wondering what the buff was. The buff was in its heal. It was a normal heal before, but now it's a super heal, which can heal around 18,000 HP. So it got quite a significant heal buff, which is nice. The ship was alright before. It's not like it's a bad ship. It's just not a ship I actually ever play. And it's not a ship I ever see in randoms either. I think mainly the reason is because it's available in Research Bureau. And for people, it's just they'd rather get the tier 10s and the Illinois, for example, instead of the Hector. I just don't see any reason to really get Hector overall. Especially when there's ships like, for example, Illinois and Vampire and Druid and Colbert and Sicilian, Ohio and Slava. Those are cooler ships, I think, to get than the Hector. And there's also at tier 9, you have Fun Spike. I mean, I don't know. I don't really play it, so... But it's alright. But, I think the Hector is actually better than the Fun Spike, the Johan. But, anyway. The Hector. It got buffed. I'm gonna just record this like a fresh look. What that means is it's just basically like any other fresh look I do. I'm gonna cover my build, ship characteristics, everything, and of course I'll show you gameplay of the ship with live commentary gameplay. If you want to request another ship, this was of course a ship request done in the comments of a previous video. If you want to request another ship, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll try make sure to cover the ship request. I saw another request which I'll probably cover. Buffalo. I'll potentially upload a Buffalo video. But yeah, I think you guys have an abundance of content right now. I think I posted 3 days in a row, which is good. But yeah, let's start off with the armor layout, guys. So we've got 16mm nose armor, 25 side armor, and then also 114 armor bell there. That is not the Citadel, perfect. And then we have 16 aft. So the armor isn't that good. The deck 27 and 51 there. If we take off the deck, just look at the Citadel. As you can see, the Citadel sits above the water. It's pretty big. 114mm armor, which means you will get Citadel. The shells are unlikely to go straight through most of the time. You will probably end up getting Citadel, so you do have to be really careful in this ship. For my commander build, I'm running Last Stand, Priority Target, Superintendent, Concealment Expert, Survivability Expert, Adrenaline Rush, heavy HE and sap shells, and longer smoke duration. I wonder if we should actually... I'm gonna actually rechange this, sorry. But it's perfect, we're changing it live, huh? We're gonna go for the longer smoke screens, but we're also gonna change priority target for Consumable Specialist. Should I actually go demo? No. I'm gonna actually take IFA, whatever. We'll take 3-1 points, just so we get 7.5% quicker reload on our smoke. For equipment, I'm running Main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Steering Gears Mod 1, Smoke Generator Mod 1 for Extended Smoke, Hydro Search Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. For the camouflage for the ship, of course, this is what it looks like. Looks like a military green. I think it looks awesome. We also have an alternate, which I think looks cool. This is the normal Royal Navy colors. So I think Hector has 2 really cool camo schemes. Not a single gray tone like most new camos are. I think Hector has quite a nice camouflage. Ship characteristics, like I said, guys, if you want to skip straight to gameplay, you totally can. Videos chapter, you can just skip to the game part of the video. So for survivability, we have 38,450 HP. 4% torpedo damage reduction. Reload time, 5.9 seconds. These are destroyer caliber guns, 133, making it a super light cruiser. We've got 15.6 kilometer gun range. 5.9 second reload, and we have 14 guns on the ship. Torpedoes, we've got 12 torpedoes. Sorry, we've got 16 torpedoes, 8 per side, 12 kilometer range, 16,000 damage, 62 knots. Not too bad. The range is all right. They're definitely usable. Concealment 35. Sorry, maneuverability 35.7 knots with British acceleration, of course, pretty nice. Concealment is 9.4, making it quite stealthy, of course, indeed. And of course, we have a Hydro, 3 kilometer range, so quite short range. We have the smoke screen, the Commonwealth smoke screen, where it moves with the ship. And we have a super heal. Now, something you need to keep in mind is the actual smoke screen here. Cooldown time is actually worse than the Tech Tree counterpart, the Encounter. It's quite worse, actually. And also, another thing is, Encounter, of course, came out after, and it got submarine surveillance. Hector does not get submarine surveillance, and it also doesn't get the Commonwealth ASWs. It gets depth charges, so that's a bit unfortunate for the Hector, as it was released before the Commonwealth became the anti-submarine line. But yeah, let's go straight into the game, guys. Alright, so here we are on Mountain Range. As you know, I do live commentary games, so whatever we get here is what I'll feature. But something I want to mention about the Hector, I don't really see any point in it when compared to something like Encounter. Because Encounter just seems better in almost every single way. Remember, you have higher caliber guns, you have slightly better armor. Okay, your heal isn't as good. But I've tried the Hector with this heal. The heal buff doesn't really change much, it seems. Because every time I'm getting hit, I'm getting smashed, and the heal only heals 4k anyway. I don't know why. But anyway. But you also have better smoke screen cooldown time on the Encounter. And you have, I believe, better Hydro range on the Encounter. Of course, you have better guns on the Encounter. With very high fire chance, by the way, on the Encounter. And the torpedoes are relatively similar on the Encounter. Plus, you have the added benefit of having the anti-submarine loadout on the Encounter. So, honestly, if you, that's one of the main reasons we rarely see Hectors at all. Is, for one, it's, you know, Research Bureau, and there's no real point to get it over, for example, something like Ohio or anything. But also now, when after they release Encounters at Tech Tree ship, it just makes little sense to just play Hector over the Encounter. I think Encounter also just beats a Hector in a 1v1 most of the time, so I don't see any point in the Hector anymore. But anyway, the video, I have to still make it, you know? I mean, I can't just give you judgment without showing some gameplay. That doesn't mean it's a bad ship, guys. It's still an alright ship. I think the main issue is there's ships that are clearly just better at the same tier. I do have a Hector video already uploaded, and I also have a Encounter video on my channel. Encounter and Hector, I have both of those uploaded. And I'll of course show the statistics in the Hector after this game's done. But those are pre-buff Hector stats, which aren't bad actually. I'm taking a look at them right now, they're pretty good still. So, I mean, for damage farming, it's not bad. But I do think Encounter is just a better ship. I'm gonna go to the C cap, because even though I can maybe try help at B cap, I don't want to get spotted and shot at by 3-4 battleships, because it will hurt us a lot. This ship, even though has British acceleration and good concealment, it's still really big and easy to hit. It's like almost playing Neptune, except for some reason it just feels a bit clunkier. I don't know. But anyway, we're almost at the C cam. I want to start opening up on something. I think I'm gonna... No, I don't need to pop Hydro for the Jaeger Torps, because we have a USS Black screening for us. I don't know if I want to take a smoke yet. I know the Napoli does overmatch our 16mm armor. We don't have much 16mm armor, though. Okay, Napoli actually smoked up here, so I'm gonna be able to shoot dark. One of the main disadvantages, I would say, about Hector, even though it has low caliber guns, destroyer guns, the reload's relatively slow. It's 5.9 seconds on the destroyer guns. Okay, well, there you go. GG Napoli. I'm gonna play more aggressive now, try to get to the Conqueror. But yeah, the reload's relatively slow on these destroyer caliber guns. But they're not bad. I mean, 5.9 seconds is still alright. And you have to keep in mind, I do have 14 guns. Now, to use all your guns, you do have to be pointed bow in. So you get all your guns to bear. When you're kited, you will be losing DPM on one of your guns, I believe, maybe two, because just the way the turrets are positioned, you have 4 turrets in a really weird position on the front, actually. Another ship which has this turret layout is actually Katsonis, I believe, for the pan-European line. I don't want to torp that. I don't want to torp that. Good, and I actually want to torp the conch. I'm not sure what Ginan's doing, but he's okay. I don't think he'll die. I think he's gonna torp the conch instead of me, actually. I'm spotted by Jaeger. We do get a conqueror spot. He did shoot me. I'm gonna actually take a smoke. The Hydra, one might say, does last an extremely long time, to be fair. What's nice is you also get single launch, by the way. I forgot to mention, you do get single launch on this line. Yeah, the Hydra lasts an extremely long time. A bit too long, potentially, with Hydra mod. So maybe you don't need to take Hydra mod. You can take, for example, the engine one. Don't die. Oh my god, he took 2 torps, Chen. There's no Chen. But it's okay. Hopefully he spots this Conqueror for me. I need to start walking away. He will spot the Conqueror for me, though. I think the Conqueror dodged every single torp, by the way. Because he turned left slightly. USS Black is going as slow as physically possible. Okay, there you go. He's gonna get spotted by the Conqueror if he keeps running that way. I'm not sure why he's running towards the Conqueror. Definitely an idea of all time. Definitely an idea of all time. I don't see how we beat the Conqueror, though. Maybe we should just gain distance here. Probably. I don't want to get crossfired by Conqueror, Howden, Leo.
Problem solved.
I think our USS Black will die, though. Conqueror kill will come from torps, actually, I think. 20 seconds for torp cooldown. I think our USS Black should just keep walking away, because if the Jaeger rushes him, he outspots him. So the Jaeger will outspot our destroyer here. So he has to be really careful. Back into the smoke. We have 50 more seconds of smoke screen available. So you do get pretty high damage salvos here, because you do have 14 guns. Now, we're not using all 14 guns, as you know, because I told you the gun angle on one of the guns. It's pretty bad because there's a superstructure in the way. Look at this turret. Same if you go the opposite way. But still, look at the damage output. It's pretty decent, regardless. You can get decent damage per salvo every 5.9 seconds, which is nice regardless. But in terms of, like, compared to Encounter, I think Encounter can just output a lot of damage. That Yu Yang should probably cap the cap, actually. There. I'm not sure what's going on. He's actually asking our team to cap instead of him, which is weird. But it's understandable, I guess. Who knows? Maybe he's in a situation. I don't know. Nice. Alright. The USS Black got outspotted by Jaeger. As expected, of course. As I said 5 minutes ago. And now I'm isolated on a flank here. But I think we should just be able to run off the screen. If we can get a permafire and conquer, I'd be actually pretty happy. I just don't want to die in this situation here, because that would be really bad for me if I die, because we are still really low on damage. We are potentially probably going to end up losing the game. But as you know from live commentary matches, guys, it's the game. Whatever the game I get is the game I'll feature. I don't really like handpicking games too much, because, well, it just gives you a less realistic example of the game. Now, obviously, I could just play the ship 10 times and give you guys, like, a 200k game. Or, I don't know how much damage. Whatever it may be. But realistically, is that fair, you know? I mean, you know, every single ship I cover in Fresh Look, I always play that one game. Whatever I get, I get. Nice. That Gooden Lu shot me from across the map, and I got one shot there, as you can see. You know, the ship is pretty miserable sometimes. And Howden Liu, by the way, does overmatch your 60mm armor. Keep that in mind. The ship's armor is one of the weakest things of the ship. It's also big, relatively big for a super light cruiser, and it's not as fast as something like Colbert. And you obviously don't have minimal armor like Smolensk, in where they just overpen you. They will citadel you if they hit you. Conquer HE is actually pretty scary. I do think it actually pens me. I'm not 100% sure. Pens my citadel. I mean, we're doing pretty decent though with these fires here. We just need to stay away from that Howden Leu. Marceau's for some reason coming this way, but I think he's just kiting from our A flank. Sadly, our Yu Yang died to thin air, but that happens, I guess. It does happen. Destroyers do tie to thin air very often. There is a Jaeger running at me, I think. I don't know exactly where he is. What smoke screen is then? Oh, that's our USS Black smoke. Okay. I want to try take a smoke here, but the problem is if I smoke, they're not going to be spotted, right? That's one of the main problems, guys. But I don't want to die. I guess we're just going to have to open water here. This isn't really a best example of the Hector. But, I mean, it's okay. It's a game, right? It's a match. This is, I mean, if you're going to play Hector, sometimes you're going to get a match like this. It was important to showcase some of these matches, too. In my opinion. I'm going to take a smoke because I don't want to die. Smoke generator started. I'm not sure where the Jaeger is, to be honest. I don't know if he's actually chasing me or he's going towards A. He might actually be going towards A. Uh-oh. The blind fire might actually kill me here because I don't have a heal for a while. Yeah, the blind fire conquer. Whoa, almost. If I get a fire here, I'll be happy, to be honest.
The enemy is about to win.
We're at 800 HP, Chen. We have 20 seconds still healed. It's going pretty well. I mean, not really. We have 150k damage, though. Hopefully, he does end up blind firing again. I'm going to wait till my heal to actually leave the smoke again. Sadly, we didn't land any torps either, which is a bit sad. Okay, time to leave smoke. Again. Our team's suffering to kill one Yamato, though. That's one Yamato against 4 ships. Hopefully, they can kill him, but, I mean... looks unlikely at this point. Okay, shot. I can go back and smoke. He missed. So our team's actually all losing to one Yamato player. This Yamato player might be the best player in the game completely. Outranking players like John the Ruthless and Gang Barang, to be honest. He's just killing an entire flank on his own, guys. There's not even his team there to support him. He's just on his own. He's killing Petros, Yu Yangs. He's killing Yu Yangs, guys. Think about it. He's out here killing Yu Yangs somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how. Maybe some of you know how, but I don't know how he's killing Yu Yangs. We have to shoot the water here for the Conqueror to shoot because he didn't chase me anymore. But the game is over. I mean, we did get 163k damage. We'll take a look at the score. Alright, so we ended up doing 163k damage, 382 shell hits, 9 fires. Unfortunately, it was a loss, but I think it was a guaranteed loss at that point. We lost too many ships too fast. I didn't really have consistent spotting there. I had to sit in the open or whatever it had to be. It was quite an unfortunate flank. It is what it is. Remember, Hector has no way of spotting destroyers on its own. So you kind of get overrun sometimes. Most of our damage, as you can see, came from the Conqueror. We just farmed damage there. There's nothing else we could have done, though. There's nothing else we could have shot at there. Just the Conqueror. So, honestly, it's fine. We did get 9 fires for 50k damage. We got 18k AP damage. And most of it's from HE 96k damage. Credits and XP. That's with green boosters. For my commander build, once again, I think this one is what I'd actually take is Consumable Specialist, Incoming Fire Alert, Last Stand, Consumable Enhancements, Adrenaline Rush, Heavy HE and Sap Shells, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, and Concealment Expert. For my equipment, Main Battery Mod 3, which is Reload Mod, Concealment System Mod 1, Steering Gears Mod 1, Smoke Generator Mod 1, Hydro Search Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. For my statistics in the Hector, this is the hardest part of the video, is finding it. Because it does take some time to find. It's always the hardest. But maybe since it's Commonwealth, since it has a unique flag, maybe we can find it really fast. Hector, there it is. So we have 27 games played in the Hector. This is with old Hector, I guess. Now it's buffed, so it's going to be better. So your stats should go up compared to this. We have 27 games played, 70% win rate, 117k average damage. So not too bad. Quite a decent damage farmer. Just nothing as good as, I think, land encounter. If we actually take a look at the encounter statistics here, if I can find it as well, it's a tech 3 ship, so it's gonna be Commonwealth as well, though. It's hard. All right, there you go. Oh, so we have 18 games played in encounter. As you can see, the damage is quite higher, 142,000 average damage there. It's just a better damage farmer, to be honest. It has better consumable layout, I think. Just in general, except for, of course, the super heal. But in general, it's just a better ship. For the price of the Hector, how's it available? We go into the armory, guys. You do need to have, I think, 3 or 4 tier 10s unlocked. tech trees, and then you go into ships, research bureau ships, and you scroll down, and Hector is available for 46,000 research points. There you go. So that's the Hector. Quite an interesting ship regardless. In terms of do I recommend you get the ship, I don't know. I mean, it's all right, but there are other research bureau ships I think you should prioritize and go for first over the Hector. I think Hector's all right though. I mean, honestly, if you want a free version, which isn't really the same, but honestly just performs a bit better, I would say just play the Encounter. Even though they're not both light cruisers, Encounter just has a similar playstyle relatively. And I think it's just a good ship in general. So yeah, I think you should just get the Encounter. But that's my 2 cents, guys. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a comment. What do you think of the Hector? Do you own the Hector? Do you want the Hector? Or, of course, let me know what ship you want to get featured in the next Fresh Look or Tech Trials. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Big fan.